How long have you been doing your private dining?
I've been doing it for about a year and a half.
Seven months, right? So is private dining here to stay or is it just a trend?
I cannot say whether it's here to stay. It may be a trend, it may not be a trend because we are in an ever-changing environment.
Honestly, I don't think it's a trend.
Okay, just getting my mudguard removed for my Brompton. I used to support Mr. Brompton Bob, one of the hardest working fellows in the cycling industry. Huh? I was supporting him before he had this big shop when he used to do house calls. After work, he will come to my place to fix my bike. But now look at him now, big tauke now. So that time when you were doing the house calls, you were in the travel
industry, correct.
Oh, okay.
Airline related stuff.
Yeah.
Correct.
Right. Wow, new stock. Morning good.
Hey, morning good.
Josan. Josan. Oi. Ah, yeah.
I prepared 10 kilo for you.
Wow, 10 kilo. Good size today, huh?
My bag size.
So I get my tiger prawns from here. Yesterday I wanted to get tiger prawns and they were sold out. One guy took all. Must be Edwin. Edwin from Straits Carico. Did you take all the prawns yesterday? So 1.5.
Yeah, 2 kilos. 1 kilo or 12 pieces.
See. If I buy extra, I have to eat it leh.
So just because it's private dining and you don't need much overhead doesn't mean the hard work is any lesser. The good thing is because you're not actually competing with restaurants. Restaurants are competing among themselves.
Don't encourage that. We're competing against each other.
No, I don't cook your food, you don't cook my food. What? If you think that everything's easy, you go and buy things from the shop that's pre-cooked and then you come here and plate. I'm sorry, my friend. Our diners nowadays are very smart.
I want to try that.
One day buy, then just
Prank,
play.
prank. If you don't know, the Malays, during Hari Raya, we don't have any fish dish. That's one of the things that you learn also, outside of just eating. You know, it's related to food, but it's not just eating. So you learn a bit about Malay culture also lah.
Why no fish?
Yeah, also.
Oh, because in the olden days, traditionally, Malays are seamen. They eat fish all
Every
the time.
day.
So it's the daily commodity, right?
Shit, I didn't know that.
So during Hari Raya, they try to go extravagant lah. So lamb, beef, it's a extravagant thing. So they put fish away.
No,
Also
that's
maybe
all right.
because they don't work lah.
Out for a bike ride with Mr. Ike Beng Chia, ABC, Singapore's grandfather of street photography. I need to come back here again, Amoy Street, and try some of the many restaurants here, especially the Korean restaurants, the new Korean restaurants. Okay, we're right in the middle of Hungry Ghost, so there'll be a lot of burning. I think there's a big fire coming up here.
My great-grandfather ash is inside.
Oh, your great-grandfather's ash is inside. So you come and buy here or what?
No, I stopped it.
Huh? Wow, hoa à? Wow, 好多嘢食㗎，佢哋好多嘢食㗎。hoa à?我唔知燒嗰啲㗎，我第一次睇見燒嗰啲啊。
係咩？
係啊，我以為就咁放喺度拜嘅咋。
燒㗎。
燒㗎。哦，OK。Okay, since Telok Ayer market is closed, we're gonna just pop by Tajang and have some Thai. Hot kaprao for shoot shadow master. We got some blood cockles. So this is the grilled pork. How long have you been doing your private dining?
I've been doing it for about a year and a half.
A year and a half. And you seven months, right? Main challenge starting out and now moving forward after a year and a half.
The Singapore food scene itself, right? It's ever changing. It's very difficult to keep up with the trend and the demand that our local food culture wants. And there are definitely going to be months where it's going to be low. With now traveling back to almost 100%, people are going to travel out. So there'll definitely be months where your business will slow down. There will definitely be months where, you can't predict. I would have months where I'll fully book up for a good 2 to 3 months. And then the next month, like, it could slow down really well.
I think for me at the start, the challenge was to get diners. But now I feel like the challenge is to get the right diners. I mean, I accept all kinds of diners, but I feel like there are people who are not open to different type of new. Like for example, I'm doing modern Malay, which is something that is not readily available outside. So people tend to make comparisons. Say for example, I name a dish called Bergedil. They expect really like a Bergedil, and then they come, and then when the food is served, it is not Bergedil. So it might be a culture shock to them. It might be a good learning experience to some, but there will be some who might not be open to this lah.
I ran up a check, I might do it again. Enemies close, have me thinking they're friends. 10 toes down, I'll be free until the end. Crib outside the city, I don't feel safe in my hands. Took so many years, I was waiting for the wins. I'm in debt to no one but the one who took my sins. I do it for real, there's no reason to pretend.
Okay.
Do it again. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up, I'm just doing me, everything is on me, oh you matter what. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up, I'm just doing me, everything is on me, oh you matter what. Add it up, told her if it's all.
Do you guys have an issue with dropouts?
So thankfully, I have not had any dropout. The only time I had to refund someone was because I couldn't host them. Or it was a double booking because of the system or something. Yeah. During the COVID period, when Singapore just reopened its doors to the food scene, right? People would have to reschedule or cancel last minute because one of the group members has COVID or stuff. The nice thing about them was that they didn't cancel on me. They just rescheduled it.
For the past 7 months, we didn't have any dropouts, mainly because we opened the bookings like 1 month ahead.
So is private dining here to stay or is it just a trend?
I cannot say whether it's here to stay. It may be a trend, it may not be a trend because we are in an ever-changing environment. But I hope it stays. Singapore itself, I think regulation-wise, we're pretty good. Whether eventually it will get more strict or not, I'm not too sure. But I hope it stays. When I started, it wasn't a trend, but now it really is, and I think it's pretty cool. Like it's a community, it's a culture, it's like a supper club by itself, right?
Honestly, I don't think it's a trend because private dining has been around for a number of years, even before we started. However, I think there are more players today. If I think it should stay, I would say so because the players who were in the game before us, they are probably owning restaurants now. I hope it's here to stay. Maybe the newer ones will come up and then we move on to brick and mortar shops. I also know of some restaurant owners who close down their shops
And open private dining.
and do private dinings.
doing
Yeah.
very well.
Whether it's a trend, no. Whether it's here to stay, probably.
It's here. Okay. Hello. Where is the chef, Mr. Chef? Hey,
I'm doing R&D.
R&D, semi R&D. Long time no see, man. Yeah, we ordered. So this is Gwen Lopanyang of Brawn and Brains. So she is the brawn, right? No, she's the brawn. Xavier is the brains, apparently. Right, that's your explanation the last time. The first time when you all came up with a name, I said you're the brawn, she's the brains, is it? And you said no, you're the brains, she's the bronze. Wow, how many years now? 10. You just celebrated your 10th year. Well, I tell you, to survive, not say even 10 years, 5 years, F&B in Singapore is already a big feat. 10 years. You see baby pig now. Okay. Oh, Kaya. I see the nice green. It's fluorescent green. Kaya. So these are Broad and Brain's famous donuts, Kaya donuts. I've been wanting to try this for a very long time. Now I can finally try it. Milo. Milo dinosaur donut. Okay. Nice Kaya. This is called Kaya donut. Kaya donut. Okay, cheers to 10 years, decade, 4年. Here's another 10 years, another 10 years. Another 10 years.